Hey everybody, and welcome to a very special 6-month tour here on Inicio. It's been exactly 6 months since me and Froggo joined the crazy crew here at Inicio, and I figured it was a good time to kind of do a recap video and show off everything that we've built here on the season and talk about future plans with the 1.21 update right around the corner. We're going to be restarting the server. And I know it's a little disappointing because we won't be able to finish some of the projects we started laying groundwork for here, but me and Rosie have some really big plans in the future on the new server, and us and everyone else are super duper stoked, and we hope you guys are too. But before we start our new adventure, let's actually take a look at where we came from. So all those many months ago, back in February, when me and Rosie joined the server, we found this really pretty dark oak forest that had this nice little pond here and was flanked by an old-growth taiga biome up there on the hill, and it just felt very pretty, so we decided to build our starter hut here, and I'm really glad we did because I really love how this area came together with the boardwalk. We started with this simple hut here, and then slowly began expanding with a hut for our cows and a hut for our sheep and one over there for our enchanting setup, and then we slowly kept meandering up the hill to the storage house. I really do like how the storage house came out. Me and Rosie really wanted it to feel kind of like a workshop or somewhere maybe that people would kind of store long-term stuff. As you can see, it's very tight in here, but it was kind of what I was going for. And when I built this floor here with the acacia, it's actually what inspired me to do a similar motif on the second floor of the Community Under Development office, which we'll be taking a look at in the shopping district here in a little bit. But yeah, I really enjoy just how this build comes out. It's kind of rustic, but it's definitely got that workshop feel, especially with the end rods up across the top. And then we built some back doors here, and unfortunately we were going to build a sanatorium up on this hill, but things got cut a little short. But we've got some big builds planned for Season 2, wink wink, nudge nudge, so make sure that you're subscribed, that way you don't miss any of the future shenanigans. So after we built the storage house, I came over here in this section, and I knew that I wanted to build some flower farms and a sea pickle farm, and I always end up building a cactus farm. That way I can have green dye, and then eventually once you have enough cactuses for green dye, you just hook the whole system up to an auto composter, and then you've got a kind of slow but decent little bone meal farm. These builds are probably some of the more unique ones that I've ever done. This is actually the first time that I ever did one building that I kind of set up as two. As you can see, the front part of the building is granite over here, and then the back part of the building is andesite, and then I did two different types of roofs on there. And just a reminder, I am going to link a playlist to everything I've done here on Season 1. So if you're interested and you want to see me build any of these buildings, you can find the playlist there, and just watch to your heart's content. When I did these buildings, I used them as a way to showcase different windows that you can build and different roof styles, and then talked about how roof styles interact with one another, just to kind of try and be a little more educational and give you guys a little more, some more tips and tricks, because I know a lot of people get really anxious or really down on themselves when it comes to building, and personally, I hate that. I hate when people doubt themselves or feel like maybe they're less than adequate. So helping people feel more confident about their building is a big reason why I started doing YouTube videos. That, and I just like chatting and sharing what I've been building and doing with folks. But if I can help improve people's confidence and maybe improve people's build tips and tricks, why not, right? And then we've got this over here, which is my melon and pumpkin farm and my honeycomb farm. And this is actually the first time I ever built with dirt. As you can see, I've got dirt and coarse dirt in the walls with the mud and it really does break it up. This is a technique that I actually learned from a friend of mine named Roan Goose, and I really do enjoy I just really enjoy how our whole area came out. I apologize, this entire 6-month video is just going to be me going, I really like this build I did, and I really like that build I did, and I really like this thing that we did over here. So it's going to be a lot of that, but I am really proud of everything that I've built in this area, and I'm proud of what Rosie's done too, which unfortunately we didn't have any videos of because she did a lot of her building after work. So why don't we actually go deep underground and take a look at what Rosie has done in this area. So when we found this area, we realized that there was a cavern pretty much directly under our feet. And what we did was built a little staircase down, and then I built this little switchback, like ranger's outpost is what we were calling it. And then I just essentially told Rosie to run wild down here, and that is exactly what she did. So this is Rosie's hidden garden. She built some seating areas down here and a little extra storage. And you'll see we're behind the waterfall on this side, but there's actually a whole nother section over there that we're going to take a look at in a second. But I want to go this way because I really love how this area came out. She's got so many little winding paths and stuff that wind down through here with little rivers and little waterfalls and little seating areas. And slime's apparently her best friends. But if we go... I may get lost, I'm not gonna lie, but I believe if we go down this way and up, yep, there we are. So this is probably one of my favorite things that Rosie built here. I know she's a little apprehensive about it. She doesn't like exactly how it turned out, but I absolutely love this giant cherry tree room. I don't know what else to call it because she never actually gave this room a name. The courtyard? The underground courtyard. We'll call it the underground courtyard. I really enjoy how it came out, and I'm really proud of how unique it looks with all the different wall designs and the different ceiling designs. I don't know if she waxed this copper or if it's all going to slowly patina, but it kind of looks like maybe she waxed the ones that are still solid orange, which is a nice touch. It gives it a lot of bright pops of color, and then you've got the falling petals from the cherry blossom tree. Very pretty. It literally just winds all around and back in on itself. I believe that's the bridge we were on before. But yeah, it just keeps going down and down. She's got tons of little footpaths and bridges all through here. I'm hoping to have a world download. For anyone that's interested, you'll be able to see all of the things that we've done here and all of the stuff that Julie and Axe and Indy and Hype and Lord Bird and Mr. Bones and Ant-Man worked on as well. And yeah, and then that way you can see everything, because I'm skipping through a lot of stuff, especially down here, because it is just such a unique labyrinth that it's really hard to show you every last bit of it. Alrighty, and now that we took a look at that side, we're going to go over and check this other side now. So now we're on the front side of the waterfall, and we've got some water elevators that lead you down to our mine area down at level -55. And if we continue this way, you'll see she's got even more going on over here. It's all natural winding paths and these little seating areas and these decorative wall motifs. I absolutely love it. I know this area over here she didn't completely finish, but I still wanted to show it off a little bit because it's so impressive. You can look down at the abandoned mine shaft that we found underneath us, and she built this like fishbowl jutting out of the wall here. There aren't currently any axolotls, but usually there's axolotls in there, which makes it super pretty. This whole underground area, she really went above and beyond. And I know I'm a builder, but I've never had an eye for stuff like this and doing, you know, underground nature pathways or nature pathways even above ground. I've just never been able to figure that out. And to see her kind of flourish and see her really embrace her own building style and her own style of doing things has been it's been really enjoyable. It's fun when you see people slowly grow and change and get better at what they're doing, because not everybody has that in them. Not everybody got that frog in them. So now we're in our little hobbit hole that we built a couple of weeks back, and did the interior design here, and then spent a little while in a video talking about my interior design ideas and the way that maybe I do my interiors, and just give you guys little tips and tricks on what to do to kind of make your builds pop a bit more, especially using funky blocks like honey blocks, amethyst and kelp blocks, and melon and pumpkin blocks as wallpaper, because a lot of people don't consider that. And then if we go over here, we've got the two that Rosie built. I just love this. The only difference is maybe I put a little countertop or a little seating area here in the middle. But everything else about these buildings she did, I really love them. She took some inspiration from me when it came to my tips and tricks that I gave her on how to do her interiors. But really, this is her own vision, and I absolutely love it, because she just took the tips and tricks that I gave her, and she just ran with it and made things her own, which is like the best thing. That's all I want, is I want to disseminate information and make people feel better about their building, and then I just want to watch them run wild with it. Think of it like the Bob Ross process. I just want to show people what they have the potential to do, because we all have the potential to do great things inside of ourselves. We've got the smaller version of one that she did, and you'll see she used some of the accent wall ideas in here. I absolutely love it. Her little kitchen area, her little cellar area. She loves building cellars and using the roots in there, because of course it's a root cellar, so of course it's got to have roots in it, right? Right? Root cellar. I'll see myself out. She's got a little seating area up here. What's this, bedroom? Yep, little bedroom. I love the azalea leaves as the ceiling. It makes it feel very natural in here. Super rustic and natural, which I appreciate. Alrighty, and then we've got a couple of farmer villagers up here. It's how me and Rosie got most of our XP and all of the golden carrots that our heart could desire. And yeah, this is how we got most of our XP, is just these 4 guys in minecarts stuck up here on the hill. And then over here we've got this little, what I'm calling the torch tower, because it kind of resembles a torch. I built this just as like a concept for a starter base in 3 levels. There isn't actually a bedroom here, although I could have probably put a bedroom up here on the 3rd level instead of like an apothecary room. But I really wanted to just show it as a concept for a starter base area that is compact, but still has pretty much everything you could desire. You've got enchanting there on the 2nd floor, you've got all your smelting and extra storage down here on the 1st floor, and then you've got your brewing up on the 3rd. And I also use this as a way to show how you can do different types of windows. There we go, get a better angle. And I did a step-by-step tutorial on how to do the angled windows on the corner and how to do the simple bay window there on the top, and I just really enjoy how this came out. Alright, and then lastly, but not leastly, we've got our glass apiary over here for our bees, which I used as an example of how to do glass domes. Because when I did the video for the torch tower up there, I had told everybody I was going to do the roof on camera, and unfortunately I ended up doing it off camera just because doing domes and glass structures can be kind of tedious, and it's not exactly the most interesting thing in the world to watch, and I didn't want to bog down that video too much, so I decided to make another video where we built this pretty much step by step, and I showed people how easy it can be to build glass domes, or just domes in general. And there we go, close the door, since my pressure plate wasn't working. And we made this nice little bee area. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know that I absolutely love building bee apiaries. I love coming in here. It's like my smoke session spot. I love sitting with the bees while I'm having a toke, and I really enjoy how this came out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go through the Nether into the shopping district and take a look at the Community Under Development office. While we're en route to the shopping district, I thought I would take a second to show off our Nether tunnel. And yeah, because this is something else that I built that I'm extremely proud of, because it's quite wild. This is one of the wildest things I've ever built in Minecraft, and it took so much time and so much effort to get all of the angles correctly and make it look like the lines are waving as you're going down. And I really love how trippy it is. Alright, and now we're off to the shopping district. I know I've been saying it a lot this video, but the Community Under Development office is really my favorite thing that I've built on Inicio. It's probably one of the most impressive buildings that I've ever built in the 10 years I've been playing on Minecraft. And I was super glad that the community embraced me and Rose so late into the season and decided to allow us to spread our wings and join the community, and allowed me to build this amazing facade here as kind of a community development hub. Even though we call it the Community Under Development Hub, it's really a community resource where people can come and grab blocks that they might need or donate blocks that they no longer need. And I really just love the amount of time and effort and detail I put into this, because I really did want it to shine. I wanted to build something that I was proud of, and I wanted to build something that the community would really enjoy as well. So that's where this whole concept came from. We didn't get as much use out of it this season as I would have liked, but there are big plans for next season. We're going to be doing a whole huge community area. We're going to have a community farming district for redstone, and we're going to have a community shopping or market district for villager trading and community shops. And I plan on building maybe something a little bit different than this, but definitely something that'll be community oriented, because as all of you guys know, I am super duper community oriented, because I figure, and Julie has said this before too, like, what's the point of playing in an SMP if you're just going to play like you're in solo survivor? That makes no sense. Why did you join an SMP if you were just going to do whatever the hell you wanted to do? That makes no sense at all. You want to be part of a community? Join a community. You want to play solo and do whatever the hell you want with no disregard for anyone else? Then play solo. But don't come into an SMP and get cranky. Up here we've got the meeting room. I am a little disappointed that this room didn't see any big meetings with everybody, but there's no telling that we can't do something similar next season, like I just said. So I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too. This has been a long time coming. I'm really glad that me and Rosie found such an amazing little community to join, and it's been wonderful. We all collaborate together well, we all work well together, and we all help one another, because that's the whole point. If you're working in an SMP and you're working together, it makes everything so much better. And I've been blessed to be in a few really good SMPs, including Dynasty and Inicio and Mad Miners. But yeah, I think this video's gone on long enough, and I've gotten tongue-tied enough that we're gonna call it here. I hope you guys are super excited about this new plans for Season 2. My videos from the new server are going to be kind of week updates, where I'm going to try and record a little clip every single day of the week, and then I will package that as like a week 1 video, and a week 2 video, and a week 3 video, and a week 4 video. That way you can watch in real time as we progress in our own builds and in our community builds, and as we help our fellow server mates get their bases underway. And I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are too. I apologize for being gone for a while. I was having my own health issues, and then we were having some other issues here in the house, and unfortunately they kind of take precedent. Sometimes real life gets in the way, but I'm back, baby, and I'm hoping to get some quality content out to you guys. If there's anything that you want to see me chat about or anything that you want to see me try and build, please let me know down in the comments. I already know that I have to do a statues video at some point because that was requested of me, and I've never actually done many statues, so that'll be an interesting challenge, and we all know how much I love a challenge. So I really hope you folks like this little 6-month recap. I wanted to do it to give everybody a refresher on everything we've built and talk about future plans and maybe have just a good starter video for anyone who might be new here. So either way, I genuinely hope everyone has a wonderful day and a beautiful tomorrow. Take care of yourselves and each other. Later!